Hello Chocks and Chockettes, and between Roberto here for another video review. It's one I've been very much looking forward to and wanted to review last year, but just could never find them when I wanted to review them. So yeah, so I've got around to it this year because I found them this time. It's the Ferrero collection Crispy Eggs Hazelnut. Yeah, so I did the regular one, the cocoa one, which you can see there it is. Yes, also available in cocoa. Did that last year, and yeah, very nice, very nice it was as well. So very much looking forward to this one. I mean, what's it say? Ferrero collection crispy eggs, an individual foil wrapped and sealed in a bag for your enjoyment. Still in a cool, dry place. What does it actually say they are? Fine milk chocolate covered wafer with creamy hazelnut filling. So basically, it's a bit like the other ones, but the filling this time is, I guess, pretty much like sort of a Nutella type filling. So yeah. Very excited for this one. Should be very nice indeed. Don't know if it'll be as nice as the other one, because the other one was gorgeous. It's so different because you don't normally get. I mean, it's quite frequent you'll get like a hazelnut sort of flavoured chocolate filling or whatever in Kinder Buenos and all this that and the other. But the other one was kind of just full on chocolate, you know. But I'm still excited for this one because I still feel it'll be very nice indeed. There's no whole hazelnut in it either, so it should be yeah, even more exciting, I think. So per 100 grams, 575 calories. That's well above the 500 to 550 that chocolate products tend to have. 37.8 grams of fat, 18.9 of which are saturates. It's a 100 gram pack. So there's 10 in the pack, 10 chocolate covered crispy eggs with creamy hazelnut filling. Yeah, I thought they were just round actually, but maybe they are a bit egg shaped, but we'll find out. It says crispy eggs, so it has called them Ferrero collection crispy eggs. But yeah, so each one's presumably 10 grams then if it's a 100 gram bag, so you can divide it by 10. So there's 57.5 calories in each one, 3.7, 3.8 grams of fat, 1.9 basically, of which are saturates. So there we go. Yeah, anything else? Super vegetarians. Anything else in there? Palm oil. Does have palm oil in it. Hazelnuts 9.5%. Chocolate 52.5%. The Ferrero address is there. McKay line. Yeah, interesting. Nothing on the bottom, nothing particular. Right, look very nice. I like the look of the packaging. As I was saying before, just reviewed the the Terry's mini egg bar. You can see I was saying that they have lots of green on these sort of packages. Terry's one went a bit extreme, had loads of green on it, just like a field or whatever, more than half the wrapper. The Ferrero one, as you can see, just a bit more of a realistic one, and nice sort of yeah, pale blue there for the sky. Looks quite nice actually. Nice design. I like it. Right, well, I think we should give this an open then. Let's get into it. See what it's like on the inside. So let's give it an open. Right, okay, I'm going to give these Ferrero collection crispy eggs hazelnuts an open. Have you want to, whichever order you want to say that in. Not sure, hazelnut crispy eggs Ferrero collection hazelnut crispy eggs, crispy hazelnut eggs Ferrero collection. I don't know. I'll have to settle on one for the title of this video and in the description as well, but we'll see what I've done there. Usually search online actually and just see what they've labelled them in the shops or on Ferrero's website, something like that, but there we go. So it's very nice, yeah, probably a lot of empty space in there because it's, you know, it's pretty solid with where it's filled with, so I can't squinch it, but you know, I can imagine there's quite a lot of empty space in here. Alright, let's give it an open and let's do it. This time recording I've done about 880 reviews, believe it or not. So if you like this video, please click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. In the top right hand corner I've got a link to a playlist of all my other reviews, including related reviews such as yeah, Easter reviews, crispy mini egg reviews, Ferrero reviews perhaps, you know, who knows, but yeah, there'll be plenty to keep you going, so after you watch this one, hopefully you liked it, you can enjoy those too. Okay, right, well, there you go. You can try and kind of see in there. It's not quite full to the top, is it? You know, there's quite a lot of empty space there. Bit of a shame. Okay, so let's just check we get 10. Well, they are egg shapes, there we go. Okay, yeah, we do get 10 as well, which is nice. So, haven't shortchanged us there. Although it would be nice if we got 11, of course, but there we are. Okay, so let's have a look. So they look quite nice. Nothing too dramatic going on, but they look reasonably okay if it focuses in. Ferrero collection, there we go. Alright, yes, nothing too dramatic going on there. Looks okay. It's not really an egg shaped, it's more of a rugby ball shaped, I think, by the looks of it. And we'll give it an open and find out. But I feel like it's actually, yeah, there we go. Okay, yeah, so it's not an egg shape. It's a rugby ball shape or American football shape, if you want to say that. Looks quite interesting, doesn't it? Looks quite interesting. Let's just move these away to one side. get into this one a bit further. Yeah, quite very creamy looking milk chocolate there, I think you would definitely say. Let's give a bit of a measuring show with the old calipers. But yeah, you can see the two seams there as well. Okay, just had to sort out the calipers. Yes, right, so there we go. Yeah, in millimeters now, and also they were going to 0.1 at the when they were closed. So yeah, okay, that's sorted. All right. Okay, so about 3.5 centimeters. That's not quite straight. About 3.5. And then the width there, about 2.4. Okay, there we go. So you can see there's a bit of a seam there. So perhaps cut it down the seam. Not the easiest thing to do there. Okay, give it a cut. It's probably been filled in 2 halves. So okay, well there we go. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, look at that. Properly liquidy chocolate centre there. I mean, look at this. Wow. Just you can just, I mean, just look at this. It looks very special, doesn't it? I knew it would be. The one last year was very special indeed. It was, as I say, very dark, the centre from the one last year. But just look how creamy and runny and full it is as well. I like all those Cadbury nonsense offerings we've had recently. Very filled, quite full there. For sure. I mean, obviously it's 2 halves stuck together, so there's going to be a bit of gappage if I chopped it down the middle. But it's so runny that it'd be difficult to show you that. But I'm happy with that. Yeah, wow. Looks very nice. See the sort of outer shell as well, but got crunchy bits in there as well if it focuses in on it. So it's like an outer, there's like 2 sort of shells, isn't there really? You can see there's an outer shell of milk chocolate and an inner shell with the crispy bits there as well. So yeah, so it's like 2 eggs. So the egg's been coated, been robed in a milk chocolate. Lovely, yeah, lovely. Looks very tasty. But is it tasty? Let's find out. Let's give it a taste. Choke on my thumbs. Hello everyone, so back again. We're going to give this Ferrero collection hazelnut crispy eggs a taste. Have whatever order you want to say that in. Not sure what's the correct way to say it, but yeah. So got one we did open earlier. We just chopped it in half. Looks very tasty indeed. But we'll start afresh and open one from the start, basically. Open a fresh one. That's the word I want to use, or the term. Okay. So it's not an egg at all. It's a rugby ball shape. It's a typical thing that I think yeah, it seems to be like Ferrero and Lindt seem to do. They don't seem to actually do mini eggs. They just do mini rugby balls basically, but they label them as mini eggs because an egg, as you know, isn't a symmetrical shape. So a bit annoying that they do. I don't know why they do that. Saves them money because well, I assume it saves them money. It makes it easier anyway. The halves don't have to be different or whatever, but surely it would be the same. Just the mold would be slightly different. I don't know, but anyway, there we go. Well, I guess what they do is just have all the halves, don't just put them all together. But even then, it should still work, shouldn't it? So I don't quite get it actually. I don't know. It just seems a bit lazy maybe. But anyway, maybe it'll mean we get more. I don't know. Anyway, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Yeah. Lovely. Lovely crunch to it. Really is. Yeah. So a very creamy sort of milk chocolate outside and crispy shell on the inside as well. So it's got like 2 eggs, as I mentioned before when I was opening it. You can see here there's actually sort of like a there's the outer shell, which is or the outer milk chocolate shell, which has covered an inner egg, which has got crispy outside, and then all the liquid hazelnut chocolate on the inside as well. Or hazelnut cream filling, whatever it's called. Creamy hazelnut filling. Very nice, these ones. Very nice. It does taste a bit like a Ferrero Rocher. But doesn't have the sort of like the big sort of hazelnut bits in the middle, basically, which I'm much more of a fan of. I really like this. It's very nice. It's got a lovely crunch to it. The chocolate's quite creamy. I would say it is quite indulgent. The centre it's all very creamy, and I think the centre is quite creamy again, really. I think the cocoa ones, which are the other ones you can get in the collection, I think they're a bit better because they're a bit darker. Basically, the milk chocolate it's just more to this one's a bit more sickly, basically, a bit more creamy. It's a bit more typical of a brand like Lindt or Ferrero or whatever. Their chocolate just being a bit creamier, basically. But nonetheless, it's very indulgent. Those people who love Ferrero Rochers and sort of hazelnut cream and things like this, Kinder Buenos will love this one. don't think it's quite as nice as a Kinder Bueno maybe for me. I think Kinder Bueno, Ferrero do make Kinder, don't they? It's just a bit nicer really. It's a bit better of an experience. I think it's just more proportioned better. Although the bar itself has massive flourishes and things, but it's not a million miles away from that. But I think the Kinder Bueno is actually perhaps a bit better. So this one's not as good as the cocoa one. Basically, the cocoa one is just more of an experience. It's more indulgent. It's more rich. It's just, you know, different. It's a different experience again. It's definitely better than this one. But this is still nice. And if you like those hazelnut fillings and things, you will like this one. It is still very indulgent, very nice, and it's a lovely set of textures and consistencies. Far, far better than Lindor's. I mean, it's literally on another level than Lindor's. Lindor's for me are just. People in regular viewers of the channel will know I'm not a massive fan of Lindor's. They're too sickly, they're too big, they're not proportioned proper. The mini Lindor's are better, but yeah, these just knock them out of the water. They really do, you know. Yeah, really nice this one. As I say, I think for me this one, being the hazelnut one, it's not quite as nice as the cocoa one, but it's still really nice. It's still really nice. I think Kinder Buenos are perhaps a bit better actually, you know, even so. But they're very nice chocolate bars anyway, as everyone knows really. The cocoa one for me is where it's at. But if you're a particular fan of hazelnut creams and things like this, then perhaps this one might be for you. But for me, I would go for the cocoa one every time. But this, well, I say every time. This one might be a bit of a, you know, maybe you can have 3 of the others and 1 of these, maybe something like that. But yeah, I think for me it's probably 4, 4.5. What do I think? I think it's more of a 4 really. I think, you know, it's almost a 4.5, but I think it's probably more of a 4. 4 out of 5. Very, very interesting, very nice, lovely set of textures and tastes. Just a bit too one note for me, a bit too, well, I don't know if that's the correct term. It's just a bit too sort of creamy for me. I think the middle, I don't know, it's like Lindor's are ridiculously creamy, just too much so to the detriment of the whole thing. It's not detrimental to this one, but it's just there's just not enough wow factor in there, and it's quite similar. And it's not as good as a Kinder Bueno, I don't think. It's quite similar, but yeah, they are nice. It's got a lovely crispiness to them, and they're not a million miles away from the Ferrero Rocher as well. They come across a bit like one, just without the sort of the hazelnut, sort of big hazelnut centre, what have you, which I prefer because I'm not a big fan of whole hazelnuts. Don't mind chopped hazelnuts so much, but this one doesn't have any chopped hazelnuts that I can tell. It's just crispy wafer bits. So I do prefer this to a Ferrero Rocher, but it reminds me very much of one. As I think a Kinder Bueno is different again, and I think I prefer Kinder Buenos, and they're a good 4.5 out of 5, if not more. So that's why I can't really give this one a 4.5. But the cocoa ones, on another level, really are. These are on another level than Lindor's, if you ask me. But the cocoa ones of these are on another level again, honestly, yeah. So I definitely would recommend trying those ones out. But as I say, if you're a particular fan of hazelnut cream, give these a go. I'm sure you'll like them, but I think you'd probably say, well, actually, I prefer to have a Kinder Bueno. And yeah, well, I would anyway. So 4 out of 5, still really nice. There's just better things out there, I think. There's better versions of these out there. The cocoa one and Kinder Buenos are better. But they are very indulgent, very nice. I mean, just look at them. You know, and that's that centre, even though it looks sickly, it's just far better than the centre of a Lindor. It really is. And that crispiness really adds to it as well. Yeah. Very nice. 4 out of 5. Almost a 4.5, but I think 4 out of 5 is about right. Just based on the fact there's better things out there that I think would be 4.5 out of 5. Okay guys, hope you enjoyed that review. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Check out the YouTube member program. It's great to support the channel, really is. Link for that's in the description. Check out the Discord server as well. That's a great way to keep in touch with myself and the community. Yeah, and link for that's also in the description. Yeah, leave a comment or free. Always great to hear from you, and I always do my best to reply. Have a great day as well, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching guys. See you soon. Bye for now. See ya. Bye.